Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Lahore, Pakistan, and I teach IELTS here. Now we are going to go ahead, and the next type of questions which we are going to do in this academic reading test, it is called matching. We have three names of experts. There is Bill Gates, Nello Christini, Ron Christley, and all that. So we got to match the statements with the names of experts or with the names of scientists. This is what we call matching. Now, what do we need to see in matching? What sort of tips and techniques are there which can help you with this type of questions, which is called matching? That's what we are going to see. Are you ready to start? Okay, now we go to the book, and there we are going to do this matching question, and then I'll come back. Let's go to the book. Okay guys, now let's take a start. Questions 20 to 23. Match each statement with the correct person. So you got to match the statements with the correct person, and persons are A, B, C. A, Bill Gates, everybody knows about Bill Gates. Then we got Nilo Christianini, okay, Nini, and Ron Christley. So these are the names and these are the questions. Now remember, the passage is not in this order. The passage is in this order. In the passage, first you are going to find out about Bill Gates, right? So you need to, that's why when I was reading, I was just trying to underline Bill Gates, Nilo Christianini, and Ron. So, and there is another thing. If there is any word which is unusual, you can just read like Chris, Nell Chris, Ron Chris, like that. Okay, so now let's find Bill Gates. We can start with Bill Gates. Okay, yeah, first I found Bill Gates over here, right? I just need to see what did he say. So this is first Bill Gates. Artificial intelligence has progressed, and Bill Gates, Microsoft boss, who is a convert, he says the robotics industry is developing in much same way the computer business did 30 years ago. He argues as he points out electronics and all that. Then he says, I can envision a future in which robotic devices will become a nearly ubiquitous part of our day-to-day lives and all that. Let's see if there is anything. An important concern for scientists to ensure that robots do not seem frightening. No, it's actually not that. We have stopped trying to enable robots to perceive objects as humans do. No, it's not that. It will take considerable time for modern robots to match the ones we have created in films and books. No, we need to enable robots to move freely before we think about trying to communicate with them. So far there is nothing. Now we need to see if there is another mention of Bill Gates somewhere. This is one place where we have Bill Gates. Let's go on. Do we Gates here? Yes. Now this is the second place where we have Gates. Let's see. What is the potential for robots computer in the near future? Okay. The fact is we still have a way. The fact is we still have a way to go before real robots catch up with their science fiction counterpart. Now science fiction counterpart are the robots we see on television, in the movies, or in the magazines and all that. Gates say. Now Gates say what? The fact is we still have a way. We still have a way means it will take time to go before real robots catch up with their science fiction counterparts. Let's see. An important concern for scientific? No, we have stopped trying to enable robots. No, it will take considerable time. Yes, for modern robots. Yes, to match the ones, yes, we have created in films and books. For films and books, actually they are using the word fiction counterparts. And still have a way, for still have a way they are using it will take considerable time. Still have a way, it will take considerable time for modern robots to match the ones. And then what do they say? To go before real robots, modern robots, catch up with their science fiction counterparts. Counterparts are those. So actually statement number 22 is said by Bill Gates. That's why A is the right answer. Okay, now let's go ahead. We found Bill Gates twice. Now we need to go ahead and we need to find Nilo Christiani. That's the second person. So it is not here. Let's find Nilo. Oh yeah, It's Nello Christiani. Christianini. Okay, if I mispronounce it, don't comment. Okay, yeah. A professor of artificial intelligence at the University of Bristol in England, and associate editor of the Journal of Artificial Intelligence Research. He says, now see inverted commas, it means something important is going to come out. We are no longer trying to recreate human functions. Okay. He says, instead we are looking for simpler solutions with basic electronic samples, for example. Now he says, in robots we are no longer trying to recreate human functions. Instead we are looking for simpler solutions. That's what he says. Now it's Nello Christiani. Let's see. An important concern for scientists is that to ensure that robots know we have stopped trying to enable robots to perceive objects as humans do. Why not? We have stopped trying to enable robots to perceive objects as humans do. Let's read again. He says here, we are no longer trying, means we have stopped trying to recreate human functions. Instead we are looking for simpler solutions. So this is said by Nello Christiani. We have stopped trying to enable robots to perceive objects as humans do. So the answer is B. Okay, now let's go ahead and we are going to find further. Now we've got, there are two statements. So either one statement is going to be from Ron and another can be from these two. Let's see if we find the next person. Okay, it's done until here. Electrolux. Oh, there was a question about Electrolux. That's why I am underlining it. Okay. All right. Yeah. I found it. Ron Crisley. So Ron Crisley is third on the list. Now there must be one statement of Ron Crisley. Let's see what does he say. First thing is we need to know about that. Okay. Now it starts from technology like this is now changing the face of robotics, says philosopher Ron Crisley, director of the Center for Research in Cognitive Science. What does he say? Technology like this is now changing. He says technology is changing. Okay. All right. Now last year a new Hong Kong robot opened. Okay, but I mean technology is changing. On the basis of that, an important concern for scientists to ensure that robots do not seem frightening. No, it's not that. We need to enable robots to move freely before. No, he didn't say anything like that until here. Now let's just go on. Okay, Ron Crisley. Okay, last year Hong Kong restaurant and I need to see if I find any of the person. All right, Crisley is here once again, right? So let's see, what does he say? Okay, where do they talk about him? Then let's read from here. Then we can think about teaching them how to interact with humans. Crisley said. Now Crisley said we can think about teaching them. Now all this statement is from Crisley. You can see this is actually in inverted commas. Robots first learn basic competence. Okay, that's what he says. They first learn basic competence. Right, how to move around a house without bumping into things. How to move around a house without bumping into things. Then we can think about teaching them how to interact with human. So an important concern for scientists to ensure the robots do not seem frightening. No, we need to enable robots to move freely. Yeah, to move freely before we think about trying to communicate with them. All right, Ron Crisley. I read again so that you understand. Okay, it's here. Robots first learn basic competence, how to move around a house without bumping into things. Now without bumping into things means freely. Then we can think about teaching them how to interact with human, Crisley said. Now Crisley said that, and this statement is we need to enable robots to move freely before we think about trying to communicate with them. We think means human. Wow. Now I understand IELTS reading very deeply. So for 23 it's said by Ron Crisley, C is going to be the answer. Okay, now we are left with one option. An important concern for scientists is to ensure. Let's see if there is another mention of Crisley. Yeah, we've got this part untouched. Crisley said machines such as these take researchers into the fields of socialized robotics, how to make robots act in a way that does not scare or offend individuals. Very important line. Okay, he says machines such as these take researchers into the field of socialized robotics, how to make robots act in a way that does not scare or offend individuals. Now what's the statement which is left? An important concern for scientists is to ensure that robots do not seem frightening. And here they are saying how to make robots act in a way that does not scare or offend individuals. For individuals, they have used the word an important concern for scientists to ensure that robots do not seem frightening to individuals. So that is said by Ron Crisley. So actually it's going to be C, B, A and C, which is the right answer. Welcome back. Now you guys are expert in matching. Now you know what it takes to solve the question. That is what we call matching. So you can match the names with the statements, how to do that, and techniques and secret tips to do that as well. Now see, as the test is, as the videos are progressing, I mean now you watch this video, you have seen my previous videos on academic reading as well. As the videos are progressing, you will feel much better. You will feel that reading is becoming easier for you gradually. Video after video, reading is becoming easier, and definitely by the end of this test, you will be at a very good position. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I run another channel, Asad Yaqub Vlogs. You should subscribe to that channel as well. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to become my online IELTS student and you want to join my online IELTS classes, you can contact me for that on my WhatsApp number. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.